It should be starting now, so I'm gonna send in the Zoom link. By the time I send in the Zoom link, people should be populating.
Come on, man, drive the. Oh my God, some people can't drive.
Drive the boat.
I'm going on the boat. Oh, there's a truck. Oh, the thing is big. Oh my God. Yo, who's still here?
Quite a few people. Hold on, but I see some opportunities at the same time. You see buys? Yeah, let's go take buys. 15-minute support formed. Buys back up to the range.
Yeah.
Hold on. But hold on. We're starting the stream, so there's people populating. Let's be a little serious.
Go to gold, Master P.
Yeah.
Can you go to gold?
Yeah.
Go to gold.
What?
That's a delicate situation.
That's a delicate. Yeah, 30-minute is still open, so you want to see some kind of support formed and then a break at that support, or on the 5-minute. Break below this zone with clean traffic to the left.
The people that took buys at 71, they should have gotten more than 15 pips. Well done to that.
I don't know why you'd want to take buys at 71.
Because it was a perfect level.
Yeah, but I would rather take sells from here down to like the middle of the earth, down to China. Alright, so I'm gonna do the analysis for the YouTube guys. Let's delete everything and start with some fresh analysis. So we see that daily is trading below support. So this is going to be our first support level. If we look to the 4 hour, we can kind of adjust that to. So I've been looking at this little area at 1773. So this is my support. If price starts closing below here, then this whole move down is a fake out. And if we look at targets, basically we have this wick fill over here, and if we look to the left, we have this minor wick fill at 1766. If price is really continuing down, then I believe with volume, maybe NY open, we can continue down to 1764. So that's going to be the ultimate target, and in the interim we have this minor wick fill. So let's note this down. Wick fill, target 1. If we come down to the hourly, we see the hourly closed rather strong bearish. Hold on, I see a potential opportunity here on GJ. Sheesh, this is a lot of coming in at once. Basically, I think once we break this low, price can continue on heading down.
Oh my days. Going downtown, cruise to the alley, tip home.
Yes, sir. All right, okay. So
let's blast it off.
Alright, so I'm in a little bit of a sell on GJ over here, but let's continue with gold firstly. Man, so many things happening at once over here. So gold, basically, if we see a resistance formed, preferably on the 30-minute, then we can definitely come on down to retest this low, which is about 20 pips away. And the reason we really need to wait for a 30-minute to close bearish, and the reason that is because we see 15-minute is starting to print bullish market structure. If I can annotate, basically we see price came down, it created a low, it came down to create resistance and retest the low, but it respected the low and created a higher high. So now we need to ask ourselves, is price coming down to create a higher low and continue back into the range? So what we want to see is for price, after creating this high, to create a minor support to try and retest the highs and then break this support, and that will be a confirmation to continue on down. So that's the whole analysis for gold right there. We need to wait a little bit probably for this 30-minute to close, and then the first 15-minute of the next 30-minute to continue on down. In terms of GJ, basically GJ on the 30-minute kind of closed back inside this 30-minute support. And what I wanted to see was, the question I had was, is this a fake out? If so, we need to see a support formed to continue back up. But the thing is, my bias is not bearish. I mean, my bias is not bullish. If my bias was bullish, then I would have been looking to take buys on this support form. But because my bias is bearish, since this 4-hour closed below the previous 4-hour support, we expect this 4-hour to continue on down. So I wanted to see a support formed and then a break of that support to basically retest the lows and flip the 4-hour bearish to create a bearish body after creating a top wick.
I see. GJ went down. Damn.
A little bit.
A little bit. Okay.
Yeah, 5-minute closed below my entry. It's now creating a top wick. I think it's pretty good. We just need to see volume kicking in. The stop loss is only 6 pips, so the risk is already quite managed in that regard. But I do also have a sell stop below this low once the 4-hour flips bearish, which is at 153.01, so 1 pip. Alright, we've got the YouTube chat populating, got 100 people watching so far. Did I enter? Yeah, I'm in. I'm in a GJ sell and I'm looking to get into gold sells soon or later on. Gulag needs music. Oh yeah, let me get you the music. Actually, let's go straight with the money song today. Where's the money song? I can't find the money song for some reason. Oh, hear the noise. Here it is. So we have Luke in the car.
Master P.
Yes, ma'am.
So in the London session, didn't Luke, he was calling sells on GJ from the top?
Oh yeah? Right. Yeah, basically I think at first he was looking for buys, but I'm like, well, though I think it's more bearish, and we started looking for sells, and once this hourly closed bearish, we were like, okay, perfect. I think there's a good opportunity to retest the lows, but for me personally, I didn't see enough range, so I'm like, well, I think if we see a candle closing below this level, then we'd have a really good probability to continue on down. But what we saw was a support formed and then a break of that support. Do you want to?
The problem was, to the 15-minute time frame, the volume was just dead.
Yeah, the volume died down, but I guess that's something we see with GJ, is that it starts moving towards an hour after the London, what's it called, London Open.
Then the fucking beautiful
that was
sales
already
came in, and everybody tried to fucking buy, and now look.
So how's the audio for the YouTube guys? Is the music too loud, too soft? Let me know.
Where the fuck did the price go?
It went down.
Tell me now.
From your entry.
Exactly.
From your entry at the break of the low, it went down a good 30 pips.
Yep. And it never broke the 1 hour high.
No, it never broke the hourly high.
So.
Luke, did you call it from the top, or did you call it when it broke that?
It broke the previous 4 hour low. Then I
Yeah,
took it
that's
in.
where it was.
Yep.
So we got a wrong chart from the Gulag. So my GJ cells over here, are running. Sheesh, let me get this over here. I'm not going to show my account number, but I'm going to position it right over there. So my GJ cells are running in a little bit of profit over here. Once the 4 hour starts to flip bearish, that's where my sell stop is positioned. And I think we're going to have a pretty decent day. So I'm going to close 75% at 8 pips over here, bring stop loss at break even, and I still have this sell stop below the hourly low, and that I'm basically just going to secure at everything at 20 pips. I'm going to try.
22. Here we come.
Where 15, 20, what? 150 to 153.22?
Well done, Master P.
Oh, thank you, Augustus.
Yeah, just coming on to speak a little bit, yeah, because I have a sore throat. So.
Oh, damn, yeah, I hear it.
But yeah, nice trade.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
I took exactly the same one, but I was a bit early on the entry.
Oh,
so
that's
I
really...
got my 10 pips.
Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, I secured a little bit at 8 just in case, you know, get what the market can give you, because we don't know how it might react from this support.
100%. But nice trade, man. Well done.
Yeah, thank you. What do you have, by the way? Any? Hopefully it's not
No,
the C word.
It's just nah. It's just some random flu, man. Sore throat. That's it.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, but because I had to get tested because of my girlfriend's work.
Oh yeah, of course.
You know, she had to get tested, and same as well. And nah, it's nothing. It's just, you know, just random flu.
Okay, that's pretty good then. You wouldn't want the other.
I don't feel even bad. I just have sore throat.
Okay, that's it then. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And so where was your entry? Probably, I'm gonna guess.
It was on a 5 minute.
On the 5 minute. I'm gonna guess right over here. Oh, once the 15 closed, flipped bearish, isn't it?
Yeah.
I thought so. Yeah, I was looking at that too.
Yeah. So that was me there, and I was like, yeah, we got potential coming down all the way to the support. And yeah.
Yeah, because this was a low.
That 15 bullish didn't scare me because it was like, okay, we already drove from that side, you know.
You knew it would break. It's meant to break.
Yeah, so I was like, 6 pips in the stop loss. I was like, yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that gave me
looking at the 30 minute as well.
It closed almost below this level.
Yeah, so it was strong enough.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, that was a good trade. Because we missed the initial. Luke was right in the beginning. Just I think there wasn't volume in London session.
Yeah, true. It came in.
There was no volume in London session. It was absolute trash. But yeah, happy days.
Now we got like all this clean traffic to the left. I'm looking to correct.
Just be very careful because we got daily resistance at that zone where we closed without going quick.
Yeah, I'm looking at these wicks. These wicks over here, they were something where I'm like, price might just react to on the daily time frame to the left, but it seems like we're breaking lower, and with volume, I think it can continue lower.
Yeah, happy days. That would be lovely. But remember that we got a new monthly candle opening soon.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So we might just, you know, range a little bit for the rest of the maybe tomorrow or something.
True.
Because I expect then that, you know, top wick on a monthly that will push down the weekly all the way.
Right.
But yeah, well done, man. Great call.
Yeah, thank you. It's I wanted to start the stream a little earlier than usual because I always like to show people the executions.
All right, guys, I'm still talking, yeah, because I'm gonna lose my voice. Take it easy.
All right, yeah, take care, man.
No.
We'll keep in touch. So gold, I think, gold, it's basically respecting this support to the left. I think if we now disrespect this fresh support created, then we can mirror this clean traffic to the left, and which is like a 20 pip range, including the 4-hour wick fill. That would be like a 30 pip range. So we're gonna take a look at that situation. But for now, I think GJ is looking a little more interesting. I still have a sell stop below the 4-hour low, which is like 2 pips below the 4-hour low. I'm aware the previous 4-hour closed without a bottom wick, but the way this new 4-hour went up, grabbed all this liquidity, I think if it flips bearish, it can definitely create a bearish body. So now I need to figure out which TP is the right TP. Well, I guess as my runner is about to get stopped out, we're about to find out which TP belongs to the right position. Gamer Craving saying, Master P ignoring me. No, man, I have so many things to do. I was listening to Augustus, So I haven't read the chat until now. So let's start to take a look at some charts. Gamer Craving asking, will you sign a Bollywood song today if gold? No, I'm not gonna sing a Bollywood song if gold goes down.
They did all that just to ask you that question?
Yeah, I guess so.
Get him, man. You're ignoring me. Dumbass question.
Yeah, for such a question. All right, let's take a look at this chart. Oh wow, very detailed chart. This is the correct one. So bearish doji entered once the third candle broke the bullish. Second candle broke the low but didn't enter. So this is GJ 30 minute. Oh nice.
Boy, that's a nice chart.
Yeah, very nice chart. One of the best charts I've seen in a long time. So that's a beautiful trade. You entered right over here. So that was perfect. I think you got a really, really good entry and caught the whole volume going down. Once this support broke.
GJ sells.
Yeah, everybody was looking for buys.
Yep, that's always the same thing. 1901, same thing.
Yeah.
I have a question for you, Master P.
100%.
For example, if you check Forex Factory and you know the results of the news are positive for the pound, what do you expect in that case?
Well, then it depends. Basically, if they're positive news, then it depends what has the previous days been doing. Because what we saw over here with the interest rates was that the previous days were going really, really bullish, right? It pushed like 300 pips in the past 3 days. And we were anticipating positive numbers to come out in terms of them staying the same. So in that case, I guess you could have anticipated a correction rather than a continuation, since maybe you could say that it was priced in.
Okay, no, because I was checking that and I paper trade and I was expecting buys as well.
Okay, I see. From the interest rates on Thursday. Yeah, I think that comes a lot with experience as well, and watching these happen a lot. I'm really paying attention to how the NFP can come in on Friday, because they're expecting really, really good numbers for NFP, but tomorrow for ADP, they're kind of, I think, expecting bad numbers to come in, less than the previous one, although NFP is supposedly going to come in more than the previous one. Thoughts on impulse sell on break of previous 30-minute wick low on gold? Ooh, sheesh. Yeah, I think that would be pretty good. It's basically breaking that fresh support as I spoke about earlier. I guess I wasn't paying attention, but I would have taken a sell at the break of this fresh support, which was mentioned like 2 minutes ago. It should come down to fill this 20 pip range. Stop loss is like 10 pips. Yeah, I think this is a very beautiful sell over there. Shit. I need to pay better attention sometimes, but that's okay. So how did this 30-minute close? Something like this. Okay. Yeah, definitely this is just such a picture perfect setup over here on the 30-minute. I think you could have just executed on the close itself, because the stop loss was only 12 pips big. The wick fill already was 1-to-1, and then you have the full range, which is like 30 pips. This is the exact same situation we see on the 15-minute from, I think, last Thursday, was it? Right over here. Exactly the same pattern happening just 30 minutes before this, pretty much at the same time as well. There you had like a 13 pip stop loss and a 14 pip wick fill. So I already took a winning trade on GJ, but kind of butthurt I missed this one, because I was really planning on it. But I guess once price breaks and closes below this low, we're gonna really see further downside. And same with GJ, once it starts to close below, well, even flip this 4-hour bearish, or even better, close below this low, then I think we're gonna see a lot of further downside. Let's take a look at the Gulag chat. Where will I have my stop loss on the flip of the 4-hour bearish? Well, that's something for you to interpret yourself. I'm going to have them where I think is best. Probably just a fixed 10-15 pip stop loss is gonna do the job for me, because I don't expect price to come back all the way up to 15 pips from my entry, right? But maybe even above this support to the left would be pretty good, because you don't expect price to come all the way back up there, right? So that's up to your own discretion. Can you help review this chart? Absolutely, let's take a look at this chart. I think that might be my bad. Alright, oh nice, 50-minute close below and take the sell or impulse after 1-hour candle break the previous low. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Either candle closes below this level over here, or sell stop below that level. Depends on how confident you are in that idea. My confidence for a sell stop is quite high. I've seen this happen at least three times in the past month. So where the 4-hour closed, you know, bearish below a zone, and then the first hourly closed bullish, and then we flipped the 4-hour bearish, and I've basically seen that happen 3 times in the past month, executed on it once. This is going to be the next time. Let's take a look at this next chart, as the 4-hour seems to be flipping bearish. Ooh, wrong chart from the Gulag. Let's annotate the plus 10 pips we already caught. That was caught out live. GJ sells plus 10 pips. Still butthurt I missed the gold sells, but it is what it is. Why is this not going away? Yeah, just picture perfect sells. Sir, I have bought gold at 17.78. What do you think? I think buying gold today is not gonna be the best idea, but 17.78, that's way up. Sheesh. And you're still holding? I think you are lacking some knowledge if you're still holding that trade.
Who, me?
Who, you? No?
Oh, sorry, I just got traded. My bad, I thought you was in there talking about the chat.
Oh, no. Somebody in the Gulag mentioned they're holding a trade from 1778, which is like, how far away is that? Sheesh. I don't know, some almost 100 pips or something, so.
Or bias?
Yeah, buy. They bought, I think.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Well,
bought gold.
You don't close, you don't lose, buddy.
That's right. Yeah, and the gold is coming to target over here. It's okay, we got GJ sales still coming in, so it's still gonna be, I'm already in profits for the day, so it's not the worst thing, but should have caught it. Why not enter now on gold? Well, because that's pretty stupid, right? My stop loss would be 20 pips and my target would be 10. That's a FOMO entry right over there.
Not to mentioned, the majority of that move's already done. What are you going to collect? Just the 4 pips?
Yeah, exactly. The next move will happen once we break below this low at 68,500. Then we've got a wick fill till 66, which is 20 pips away, and then ultimately with a lot of volume we can come down to the weekly low at 1764. We don't have many charts coming in the gulag. Ooh, lol, randomly clicked this video on my recommended only to find out I'm in the exact same trade, lol. Amazing. What trade are you in? The GJ sells or the gold sells? That's pretty cool. Why is my 4-hour candle bearish on MetaTrader but bullish on TradingView? Because there's different liquidity providers and they provide the liquidity in slightly different ways, since FX is not
basically it's open. Like my one is fucking, it's on UK time, so the 4 hours based off the London, and my other broker is here, so it's based off, North America time, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, they open differently, which changes the
4 hour in the day, but your hour and everything else is the same.
Yeah, indeed.
That's why you'll hear masters say a lot of times to just look on one trading view and only that, and take your trades on that,
Yeah, indeed. Or pick,
said it a bunch of times.
Yeah, exactly. Pick what looks best, closest to your own brokers. Man, gold. That's what it is. What it is. How many trades you took already? Just one, and I have a second one pending. Could have taken this third one too, but it is what it is. Then we would have had a nice GJ sells plus 10 pips, and then gold sells plus 30 pips. But that's okay. Ooh, somebody has sell stop on GJ at 153 flat. Nice. I have it at 153.01. Take paper trade for confidence, maybe. Yeah, that's easy to do. Just be like, oh yeah, guys, I'm in a gold sell over here. Nah, you can't do that. If you miss it, you miss it. Sir, why not showing your live trades? I did show my live trades. Go back to the stream. These are my live trades over here. I've got this sell stop pending on the 4 hour, and then basically gonna see where to put the stop loss once it gets triggered. So that's my live trade, and I've just taken this live trade over here for about 9-10 pips.
See, that really annoys me when people ask to see your live trade. Why? This isn't for you guys to look at Master P's fucking trading book. This is for y'all to see the fucking candles print.
Yeah, exactly.
And say, hey, this is what I would do. Okay, people? Fuck, that shit's annoying as shit.
Yeah, true. But at the same time, it's cool to be able to show it, because it's like a taboo. Nobody really shows their terminal. It's like showing somebody your bank account. You ask somebody to show you, because it's like, hey, can I see your bank account? You'd be like, what the? Right. But if you have nothing to hide, then it's like, yeah, I guess it's okay. We've got a great question mark. Is this live? Question mark.
I recorded this last week.
Yeah, this is a pre-recording of the live events happening on GJ
in
right
front
now.
of a live studio audience.
Yeah. basically we're coming into the last 15 minutes of this hourly candle. I think. Yeah, I'm gonna leave my sell stop in because this idea is based on the 4-hour flipping bearish. So, but if the hourly can close like this and the next one starts flipping the 4-hour bearish, I would prefer that a little bit more. But this is perfectly fine too. This is the exact same situation I took on gold on Thursday. Right. No, where was that? It was before the range. Let me put on music. It was before the range on the hourly. Where is it? Oh, right over here. Right. So this was the close of the 4-hour, and this was the first hourly candle of the 4-hour. It went bullish without really much of a bottom wick. Once I had a sell stop, once the 4-hour flipped, basically took a sell stop and rode it all the way down to 80 pips. And then it dropped some 300 more pips after that. So we're seeing the same situation on GJ, and here we also had clean traffic on the hourly and the 4-hour on gold when I took that sell stop. So I think this is gonna turn out quite well on GJ. And gold has hit the target without me in it. God damn! I'm gonna smash keyboards after this stream is done. But it's okay. Do I have a sell stop on gold? No. No sell stop on gold. Basically what I'm waiting for is for a candle to preferably 15 minute to close below this support over here. And once it closes below the support with volume, it can go on to create lower lows. Oh, nice. Somebody had their TP smashed on gold. Very nice.
Yeah, I mean, you're about to get a whole lot of stuff. Stop asking that question, buddy.
Oh dear, who's asking what?
Nah, gulag. I ain't gonna keep typing to these
Okay.
motherfuckers. I'm gonna just.
Is it Amit Gary? Let's put him on timeout. What's GU doing? I was actually looking at a sell on GU in London session, but then I was like, nah, I don't even trade this pair. It looks really good, but it's not my pair. It was once this hourly flipped bearish, stop loss above the newest high, and then it went down with clean traffic to the left. But I was like, nah, I only trade GJ and gold. Gold is looks like wants to break this support. I think the new hourly, oh wow, yeah, I think there's definitely still plenty opportunities for gold with the new hourly coming in. So might have missed a good leg down, but there's gonna be a few more leg downs to catch, so let's see. Let's see, FX Trading missed this trade and he journaled it. Let's take a look at the journaled trade. This is GA. Note, volume kicked in after 2 AM EST during London session. Bearish candle act as a support. Secondary candle broke the previous high. Possible entry, should have taken it. Yeah. TP daily wick fill. Yeah, this was a really good setup It was like sort of like a break and retest, but also a booby trap candle to break the high and then continue on higher. So, but this happens all the time, so if you missed it once, it's okay. Sell stop on gold at 1768. Let's go. 1768. Right over there. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Then, like, the hourly basically did like a break and retest. Then you had 17. Once it breaks 1768, breaks the low, it can fill the 4-hour wick and come down to here. That makes sense. I like it. We see both GJ and gold rejecting the support, but I think they're just waiting for more volume to kick into the markets. Somebody just had a BE trade on GU, managed risk. Okay. I think a really good opportunity was once we broke the support to retest the lows, very similar to what we saw on GJ, where I took the sell right over here. I have a gold trade in a long. Should I close? Yes. Probably. Because gold is going down and you don't know how far down it can go. It can go far enough down to take everything you have in your account. And then you're automatically going to get stopped out with a margin call. So see, 4-hour doesn't seem to be wanting to flip bearish just yet, but I think if we wait for a high volume time like the NY Open, which is in about an hour, then we might see the move I'm looking for. So let's focus on gold for now. Let's look at the 5-minute. Yeah, I think I'm gonna want to see a 15-minute close below this support and then a break of the low. Because even on the 15-minute, yeah, once we break below that support over here, then we have this wick fill, and then our next target would be down here. So that makes sense. And we expect a lot of volume to come in after breaking this consolidation, which lasted for about like over a week, like a week and a day or something. Officially started here and lasted until there, so 7 days.
Is there? I hope that's not you from the Slack, buddy. Cause I'll come and roast you. Oh, I'm reading these comments now. I'm getting ready. Buddy, I'll find you in Slack if that's you.
any good video recommendations to learn about pip sizing? Probably if you Google pip sizing calculator, we're probably gonna find like, look at all these calculators. I click on the first one and then you see like, oh wait a minute, what's this? Let's probably put Forex in the title too. There we go, look at all these different pip calculators. There's like my FX book, you can type in your account size and whatever, and then calculate everything through there. So this hourly on GJ is closing very, very well. If the next one can flip this 4-hour bearish, I think we're gonna have a really nice session. It's gonna be a very fun session. Even if this trade works out to 20 pips on full positions, I'm still gonna be later in the day. I'm still gonna smack my head for missing this gold sell, but it's okay. Well, Bano Z, how would you enter in that gold sell? Because the 30-minute candle has no wick. Yeah, you basically enter on the open of the candle itself, because if you take a look at your stop loss placement, it would be like 12 pips. You know, the exact high, you could have 11, 12 pips. And for gold, that's super reasonable. And the target already is 1-to-1. The wick fill is already 1-to-1. Overall, you had like a 30 pip target, so I think you could have easily executed on the candle close. If maybe your confidence wasn't there to execute on the candle close, what I called out was once this fresh support was formed and you break this fresh support, that was like a potential entry to correct this this clean traffic to the left, which was 20 pips. And then at that point, your stop loss would be some also some 10 pips, right? So that's how I was looking to catch it, but I don't know what happened. I think somebody, my attention was spread across the stream, so I didn't catch that candle closing, but it is what it is.
Master P, I have a question.
Hey, yes, absolutely.
Okay, based on the chart you were just on, I think,
The
there you
5
go.
minute.
Anyway, right in here. At what point do you determine that we're rejecting this area and going back to the top of the range? Like, how do you determine that? If we're going to not go lower, how would you determine, okay, now we're rejecting that and we might head back to the top?
That we're rejecting the support to go back to the top?
Yes.
I guess if this resistance over here breaks, that could indicate that the next hourly might create a deeper top wick. But honestly, I wouldn't be looking to buy this support. I would be more looking to sell the break of this support, since I think with the momentum coming in, the probability is going to be there to break this support and have like a 40 pip target. So I think, yeah, for buys it's going to be a little tricky right now. But if it breaks structure, like we see bearish structure coming down, and if it breaks like the most recent bearish structure, then I think we're gonna see the a deeper pullback, kind of like it did right here on the 15-minute. It broke this resistance, which was the most recent structure to the bearish trend, and it basically created a deeper 4-hour wick. And that's what you might see on this hourly if it breaks this 5-minute thing over here.
Yeah, I'm not looking for buys, but just looking to see if it's like confirming a rejection of this area.
Right, I see. That's really good. Okay, we have candles closing in 20 seconds over here. My sell stop isn't active yet. It came down close, and the way this hourly is closing, it's really, really good indication to continue lower if the next one breaks lower. On gold, I think we're going to want to see some form of a closure below this support. So let's take a look at GJ in the meantime. So at this point, if the sell stop gets triggered, my stop loss is going to be basically above this hourly high for like pretty much 5, 6, maybe 7 pips. Are you still in GJ sell now? No, my first sell got stopped out after I secured 8 pips. I basically took what the market gave me right down over here, and the runner got stopped out at break even. And now I'm looking to add the second position, would be once it breaks 153.01. Sir, may it retest 1778? I think this is the same guy that has buys from 1778. I don't think so. I think as of right now it's coming down, and it'll keep coming down until it hits 1764, and then from there you might, I don't know, you might see a bounce back up. Hoo, Matty knees, you trying to catch me slipping? I ain't gonna slip, mate. He's like, do you know? And then a little name tease over there. Why 1764 and not 62? I think because that's the weekly low. 1764 is right, the weekly low, and if we break with, depends on how much volume there is. If there's a lot of volume, then I think we can fill the wick over here, and with even more volume we can fill this wick over here. But let's focus on, that's a job for the runners to be done. So firstly we're gonna focus on catching our bread and butter 10, 20, 30 pips, and then leave a runner running to, you know, catch the rest. GJ is very, very close to executing a sell stop over here. The fact that it has no top wick doesn't really bother me, because look at how big of a top wick this 4 hour has. So with all this liquidity, I think, you know, it should create some form of a bearish body. And seeing how there's no any sort of obstacles to the left, I think it can definitely be a very, very clean move down to, like, to correct this 4 hour candle over here. And with even more volume, I think it's going to correct the candle to the left as well. So let's see if it's going to break the low over here and execute the sell stop. It's tickling. It's teasing. Oh, somebody just asked, not concerned about no top wick on the hour if it's hit sell stop? No, because I just mentioned that this is basically a 4 hour idea, based on how the 4 hour created all this huge liquidity grab going even back into the range. Once it flips bearish with volume, it should continue on down. But I'm not in the trade yet. So let's maybe watch this happen all together, how this sell stop gets triggered. Sir, why not, why would you... Why would you all sell on 1812 level? Is that also not tested yet? I have no clue what you're talking about. Yeah, basically looks pretty good to continue down based on the 4 hour over here. On gold looks like a good sell setup, but on lower time frames like 15-minute and 30-minute is not good yet. Yeah, exactly. The lower time frames need to align by closing below this support. GJ sell stop, yes. Potential target for GJ? I don't know, man. I think you should be able to figure that out yourself, right? Or not? Should be pretty good. Ooh, it's alright. This is the money moment of truth. Is it going to move on down, or are we gonna sit and draw down? So entry is about right over here. My stop loss is gonna be, I'm gonna put it at 10 pips, but it's not gonna be a 10 pip loss. I'm just gonna put it there as a courtesy. Right over there, 10 pips. think it should be pretty good with volume. We should see some pretty good momentum coming down. If we get top wick starting, yeah, if price starts to flip bullish again, we're gonna manage risk and do this and that, you know, the whole 9 yards. Let's put on the money song. Man, the money song is really hard to find for some reason. It's like hidden. Here it is. And once it comes down, maybe like 8-9 pips, I might just put stop loss at break even and leave it to run to its full position at 20 pips. Should be pretty simple trade. Gold, ooh, gold. Cheeky little dude over here is breaking lower. Some people had sell stops at around 1768. So you guys are, you know, also activated in your positions. Unfortunately, should I add? Oh damn. Yeah, it's a delicate situation on gold right now. GJ, oh, GJ's moving quite nicely. So the money song is working perfectly today, guys. I think when was it? Yesterday? No, like Thursday or something. The money song gave us no luck, but today the probability is there for the money song to give us that money. Yeah, I think pretty good. This was the first trade taken over here, secured 8 pips, and then rest got stopped at a break even. Got this trade running in profits. Oh damn, gold. So now as it breaks this level, that's where I would say we might be looking at a deeper pullback. So running 6.5 pips, 7 pips. Can we get 8 pips? Yeah, the sentry had basically no drawdown over here.
Just be careful because the 1 hour hasn't got a top wick yet.
Oh, that's okay. It's okay. The 4 hour has a huge top wick to provide enough liquidity. But yeah, obviously if things start coming against us, we're gonna manage that situation over there. But I gotta use all the power in me to not secure early. Like, I need to secure more than 15 pips. It doesn't have to be full 20 pips, but if I can secure 15 pips, I'm gonna be pretty happy.
Maybe move to break even?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll move stops at break even, so there's a risk-free investment over there. Man, I just wanna nice. I just wanna press that close button, but let's see if we can get
Master P, great trade, bro.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate that.
I'm in here too.
Who's speaking? I can't recognize the voice.
Christopher, I think.
Oh, Chris, nice.
Yeah, Chris.
Nice. Took it at the flip as well.
I'm not home, so I'm not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I you know, my goal for this month, next month, is to leave positions running to a little bit longer than 10 pips when the confidence is there. But every part of my body right now just makes you wanna press that close button. So I'm just doing my best to not touch it.
Yeah, we've been through that sensation.
It's like a drug addict on withdrawal. It's like, I need it.
Yeah.
I need that shot. Yeah, it should be pretty good. I might secure 75% at 15 pips. I think that'd be pretty okay to do. Or I really want to do it now. What's the time? Got 5 minutes left. Let's wait for this 15 to close to secure. So what's the gulag doing? You guys in the same cell? I mean, it's been called out. Even had put this over here, little cell stop. Yeah, I'm gonna close majority over here because I don't want to be in the retracement up. So I'm gonna leave the position to run to TP. It's tricky. It's tricky to not secure 10 pips. When it's like I've been securing 10 pips the whole year, now it's like 20 pips. It's like sheesh, that's hard. But so oh yeah, stop loss at break even, of course.
Yeah, I secured majority of the position on this. I'm just letting it run at break even.
True. Are you gonna looking to correct the whole clean traffic to the left?
Yes, sir.
Oh, nice, nice.
That's the plan. That's the plan with GJ.
True. I might do that
GJ's
as well.
naughty.
Naughty, naughty. I might, yeah, since I already secured majority, then I'm gonna just put a 50% close at 20 pips over here and close 50%. Yeah, because I don't want to be in this drawdown, man. Like, I've had more than 10 pips in the bag. I'm not gonna let this come back to negative, right? It's just, it's ingrained in me. 10 pips, gotta secure. But there's gonna come a time where I don't need to secure 10 pips. Ooh, gold is coming back down. Can we get a close below? It's either gonna shoot straight down or give us a nice confirmation. So let's put this trade on the screen as well. Another set of GJ sell stop plus 10 pips. Yeah, can you believe there were people looking for buys in London session? What dumbasses. They just come in the stream, all disrespectful. It's just so disrespectful.
They most likely got burned, you know?
100%. I hope they held this drawdown.
Yeah, the thing is, don't pay them any attention at all.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to do that.
I mean, the buys only should have been above 560. That's it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's your break of structure. Other than that, there's no structure broken.
Yeah, and the daily would flip bullish at that point as well.
Yeah. So, you know, if you're gonna stick your opinion out there, don't disregard somebody else.
100%. That's the thing. Yeah, I had a really, really good day today, but I think no matter how good today's gonna be, I'm gonna slap my head for missing these sells on gold. It's just too picture perfect to miss, but it's okay.
I had a good day by accident, and I'm
nice.
just been enjoying it.
Well, that's pretty good.
Sorry,
I never put a TP. I never put a TP last night. I
really?
went to go set a TP and never took it to put it, and I woke up 30 plus pips and
oh damn, that's nice.
It was like, oh shit,
little blessing.
And I've just been, oh, it really was.
I thought you were gonna say a typical mistake. You want to enter one lot and you entered 10 lots.
No, that's the thing.
That was in your favor.
It was. I wish like that, you know.
Yeah, that was not the good mistakes.
Can you imagine? So this is the point in the stream where I got to wear my new sunglasses over here. Perfect. So I'm gonna join Mitch with the video filters.
They sued you, man.
Oh, we have 15-minute closing below on gold. Potentially if it breaks this low over here, I think that's where your sell entries can be, and it's happening in the second half of the 30-minute. 30-minute already has a top wick, so that should be pretty good. I'm not participating in these trades because I should be in it from up here, so it doesn't feel right entering down here, but that's okay. And first target would be like 12-13 pips away at this wick fill all the way to the left. Should be a pretty easy move. And if you leave runners, runner can run to like 1764. Yeah, it's such an easy move over here. Your stop loss would be like above this support area, but if it starts to flip bullish, that's where you'd start managing the majority of your position at like -2, -3.5, 4 pips. So this would be a very small loss, but for me, I mean, I should be in it from there, so selling over here just doesn't feel right. Ooh, boys, I just want to say thank you. Sometimes just hearing other people up and getting it, this time is sometimes just bless. Brings the mental up. Let's win. Oh, sheesh. Yeah, thank you for that comment, FX Dan Trades. Holy, this gold sell, damn. That's
Let's
melted.
go. I entered on that.
You entered? Nice, man. You executed on GJ sells, gold sells. That's just amazing. Holy, did you see that? That just teleported from 20 pips to 35 pips. Holy.
That's gold, man.
That's gold, I know, man. That's these conditions. The 4-hour closed below after ranging for a week.
Let's go.
How did I do yesterday? Pretty good. Didn't trade yesterday, so yeah, I'm still holding GJ as well. It's running 10 pips in profit, so pretty okay that I secured at 10 pips, I guess, because it's taking a while. Gold, that's where you leave runners, because it can run to, I mean, that's where you can leave full positions running, because it can run like 100 pips like it's nothing sometimes. It's just crazy. Like this was a 2-minute move over here. This is the minute time frame, basically.
Oh.
Damn.
Cause I was waiting for this on gold, and when you called GJ, I took the GJ. Because I wasn't even gonna take GJ. So thank you, Mr. Master P, for that. Got my 2 trades for today. I'm done.
Yeah, 100%. Always happy to be here. I think
Great calls, man.
Today is just those kind of conditions where everybody makes money hand over fist. Oh, we have Ali Mohammed. He says, I mentioned gold to you. Great stream, man. Thank you. That's awesome. Yeah, I was speaking on Slack to Ali. He was he anticipated this breakout, and I'm like, oh, how'd you do that? How'd you anticipate it? So if you want to come on and explain it, that'd be awesome. Very curious to know what you're looking at. Ooh, somebody got caught both GJ and gold. That's so nice. So if you guys enjoyed this session, 100% drop a like. There's no excuses for not subscribing, not leaving a like. I think we called out some amazing trades. We had 10 pips on, well, 8 pips first sell on GJ. You know, called out the sell stop way before it happened. Kind of, you know, I mentioned you want to see a resistance here formed, and I called out this sell from the break at the low. Couldn't take it, and just now this trade over here. Just amazing session. So definitely subscribe as well, because we do this every day. We're live. Not every day is gonna have, you know, amazing moves, but when they come, we 100% always call them out. So, oh, so Ali saying, look at 4-hour tops and how it went the downtrend. Oh, okay. So, oh wait, that's GJ. Oh, okay, so you're looking at these lower lows and lower highs, and then once came London session, you're like, the volume can break down. That's pretty cool. Yeah, and I saw your chart. Basically, like, we are in an overall bearish market, so that also added the probability to break lower rather than up. We still haven't broken the weekly low, but I'm sure that within a matter of like a couple minutes or something, probably gonna break it. Marco Bazu, what are you talking about? Please, can you tell me if this daily close break the weekly support? What are you expecting? What are your expectations, dude? Yeah, I think this daily close can definitely break this support. If it does break this support, then it can fill this wick and that wick, and then we have clean traffic to the left. The question is, you know, is that gonna happen all in one day? Maybe not. Probably not. We might see that happening tomorrow and then after tomorrow. I think tomorrow is where the candle closes. Yeah, we'll have to take a look, because tomorrow we have ADP as well on gold, and ADP is expected, I think it was really bad numbers, because last numbers was 980k and we're expecting 555k. So for some reason the ADP is worse, but NFP is expected to be better. I'm not quite sure about that, but if that is the case, I think gold might price that news in by breaking lower. So we might see tomorrow correct this whole clean traffic going down, and then maybe Friday bounce back up. That's kind of what we saw. When was it? I think right over here. On the 3rd of June, we had ADP. We were expecting really bad numbers, really good numbers for USD. So gold was going down, and then NFP had also really good numbers for the USD, and then it went up because basically it was priced in at that point. So GJ is still running at around like 8-7 pips right now. Small runner. Yeah, you always have to get what the market gives you. In this case, didn't want to go to 20 pips right away, so just secured my 10 pips and left the runner. Am I using the wicks don't lie strategy? No, I'm using my own strategy over here, but wicks don't lie taught me how to read market structure. So I'm using his concepts and theories to read the market and wrap them into my own little system, I would call it, not a strategy. So let's remove these sunglasses now.
I gotta keep the pip burglar joint up, because I be robbing the pip from the banks, man.
Yeah.
That's what this is for.
You Robin Hood. Robin the FX Hood.
Mitch, you still holding that AU?
No, I closed out at 222 and I rebought in. I mean, I am holding another one, but I took back in around 305.
I'm gonna go get some water. Hold on. Be right back.
You know, Mitch, how you were saying you got in, didn't know you were in. I want to say Abdullah, like he's really good at picking his entries. He's like, sometimes I get in and I go to bed, and then he's not watching it, but he has faith and, you know, with his stop loss and everything that it's going where he said.
Well, see, normally I put a TP, right? I put a TP and then a stop loss, and I'll go to bed because I want my money to make it for me. You know what I'm saying? I want to make money, but you know, I take smaller lot sizes when I buy and then go to bed. It makes them for me. But today I forgot because I was trying to map out where it was gonna go last night, and I remember that, but I was, you know, consuming alcohol, and I was like, I'm going to bed. I'm tired, and just closed out, and it worked out in my favor though, because my stop loss almost got tapped, but I was like, what, 2 pips away, pip and a half away. But it's this 222 area. That's why I closed out.
Can you prove it?
Huh?
I don't know. I didn't hear what he said.
Man said, "Can you prove it?"
Oh, can I prove it? I don't
That's what he said.
Shit.
Right.
This ain't my stream. This ain't my nothing. I don't care who it was. I'm not here for shit. I ain't got to prove not a goddamn thing. Y'all can take my word for it or not. Nigga, I ain't give a motherfucker.
Well, you're not telling the truth. You've been sticking with that lie for a couple hours now.
Hey, I'm good at it. It is what it is.
I'm still holding
bills
my
get paid off. It's all.
I'm still holding my GA buys.
Yeah, GA buys were great, man.
Yeah, I'm still holding. I was up 40 pips, so it's back down to 32. But I'm just gonna let my runner run and see what happens.
When did you enter? Based on the 30 minutes? 1 hour?
Yeah, on the 30. No, actually on the 30. I was sort of looking at the 4 hour and the 1 hour, but I entered on the 30 on the
Yeah,
close.
the 4 hour was screening lungs. It was perfect.
Yeah. I got in at 51.8351.
Whoa. That was a 4 hour wick, right?
Sorry?
That was on the next 4 hour wick.
Yeah.
For
30.
Yeah, it looks like a really, really clean day for GU. It created like the support to retest the highs.
Yeah, and also on the 4 hour, if you look at it.
Yeah, it also created a support to retest the highs. It was like double the confirmation, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there was a guy in Slack, what's his name? I can't remember his name, but he posted, I think it was early this morning, well, morning in Australia, a 4 hour strategy. And I took a look at it, he had a YouTube video, took a look at it, and it made complete sense. When I looked at some of the charts, it was a very clean, easy strategy.
This is what TzRzetHz doing right now. Like he's trading 1 hour and 4 hour the charts.
Yeah. I'll see if I can find that because it's very interesting.
Yeah, you can share it on the Zoom chat.
Yeah, I'll see if I can find it. Hang on. I'm going to bed soon anyway. I'll let that runner go. I can't sit up all night like Michelle. I don't know if she does.
Michelle is from another.
She cuts it.
World. Yeah.
They don't sleep there.
That's not true. I went to bed last night and woke up at 2 a.m. I think I got a solid 6 hours.
Oh, I only sleep 6-7 hours, but yeah.
Yeah, and then I take naps during the day, and it works.
I'm not getting up at 2 to trade 2 a.m.
But see, that's when, like, if I got up at the normal hours, like you guys, I'd be getting up right at New York Open, and I don't like to trade that. It's too, like, honestly, I'd be getting up at 8, and it's too much. Like, it's way too much. It's too hectic. It moves way too. I really like the kind of the quietness of London.
Yeah.
GJ Cell's about to get stopped out. It's like 0.4 from getting stopped out. Right over here. Oh. It's a little shape. So that's why you just take what the market can give you, I think.
Well, my non-trade that I didn't take because that I'm not in is running really nice, right?
Your AU trade. So there we go, GJ Cells.
That I'm not in is not really in this trade, right? Like I didn't prove it.
Oh, okay.
Ah, I see.
Didn't call it out.
Then you should quit talking about it, Mitch.
You gotta prove it, man.
But can you
if they
prove
would
it?
have looked inside the chats and watched the chat, they would have seen when I said I'm in. And if you could go back to the fucking 5-minute candle, you could fucking see why the fuck I did it, asshole.
Yeah, I could imagine. Oh,
You
damn.
fucking asshole.
Ooh. What, is there something going on in the gulag or something? I'm not up to date.
Somebody told Mitch to prove his trade when you walked away.
Bro,
nice.
That's a joke normally.
He went ham on him.
Yeah,
Bruh.
it's a joke.
It's a joke.
I'm
man.
sure it's a joke.
Funny.
Actually, legit, it might have been Cody that called you out just to laugh at you.
Because he
It
knows to
sounded
set
like
me
Cody.
up, Cody. You put it off. You said it.
Cody set you up.
That sounds like something Cody would do. Prove it, Mitch.
He got me.
Man, Gold like just did an about face.
And a what face?
An about face. It turned around.
Yeah. Oh, sheesh. Yeah, this was the ultimate target right down over there. And then from there, it's who knows what it can do. Yeah, I think if it respects this 30-minute high and creates maybe resistances on the lower time frames, we might see some sells to fill this wick. Just 30 pips. But it needs to respect this 30-minute high, because if it breaks it, then it's going back in the range. Oh, yeah, there we go. So there goes, that idea goes out the window. But I think for now, pretty much Gold did the move. Everybody should have caught. This was the first leg down. Then you had the second leg down, which was when, you know, when I called out to the impulse entry right down there, that came down a lot. And then, yeah, now we might. Yeah, the third leg, I think, is where the probability starts to decrease a lot. So we're going to see what it can do.
Yeah, you teed up that entire trade right there. That's why I was like, if people are in cells, how do they know if this is the rejection spot to get out of the cells? And then, or to know, I mean, breakdown is obvious, but at what point do you go, okay, we're done with the cells?
Right. Yeah, I think it was once basically we tapped into this support. That's where you like close everything pretty much, because you don't know, it's a weekly support as well, and it was a low to retest, and you don't know if it's retesting this low to continue on down. So at this point you want to see the higher time frame setting up to break below this level. Let's see what's the gulag doing. Oh, can I share that 4-hour strategy with the Gulag? I think this one that Ricardo sent in. Let me see if I can.
Yeah, yeah.
It's all clean and safe.
Yeah, it's really good.
Okay, yeah, I guess I can show it to the Gulag. Why not? The guy's gonna be booming.
Yeah, because he's posted it on YouTube, so you know.
So I'm posting the 4-hour strategy that Ricardo mentioned in the YouTube chat. Basically, this link over here.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. It's very simple. It's not complicated.
Is it like a swing trading? Basically, what we're doing on the 30-minute and hourly, but on the 4-hour, or is it?
Not so much swing trading in, trying to get 100 pips or anything, but just it's more of a 1-to-2 ratio. But also, he's using a moving average, and he's trying to get in at the optimal point.
Oh, right, I see.
And risking, just using a 1% risk. And when you look at it, there was a couple other ones. There was Great Britain, New Zealand was a pretty good one. There was another one that's pretty good. Yeah, it's very simple. It's as simple as what you're doing here.
I see. You're just reading market structure, but on higher time frames. Combine it with a little bit of.
Combining it with trying to get a good entry on a half hour or 1 hour or
I understand. Seems pretty good.
Nice and simple. I'm going to on the weekend. I might do some back testing on it a little bit more.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
But it looks good.
Wow, and gold came right back up to the resistance level. So at this point, this is where I think, I was asked where can gold start going up from again, and if it was down here or down there. And once it reached down there, then I think the probability to break it, you need quite a lot of volume. So we might start seeing it coming back into the range. Who knows? It did respect the weekly low, so we don't quite know yet. Oh, second chance on GJ sells? I don't know. Why do you want to give it a second chance? I mean, if you want to leverage profit, I think this resistance might be enticing to leverage some profits. Ooh, wick fill. Yeah, I think this could be second chance, absolutely. I already took a sell over here, another sell over here. I mean, there is clean traffic even on the 15-minute. You could, if your plan is to be aggressive today based on the market conditions, I think this could be another opportunity. But the 15-minute is closing in 6 minutes, so let's see. We'll take it from there. The guy who bought gold at 1778 is almost at break even. Yeah, so close.
Hey, Channel Michelle, hold it. It's gonna go back up eventually.
Yeah, eventually. If not today, maybe next year.
Or not. Is Bitcoin going back to 60,000? All those people who bought at 60,000.
Yeah, it's the same story.
Yeah, but at least we know where this number has been and where it's going. You can't trace something that's never been there before.
No.
Oh, gold 5-minute. Oh, nice. This is the sell I called out. Once it broke that 15-minute low, clean range, support, very beautiful. Secured 90% at and stops at break even. So I think probably at 20 pips, 15 pips, amazing.
I'm out. I'll see you guys.
Hey, take care, Ricardo or Max. Ciao, ciao. Do I believe in Bitcoin? Well, I don't know anything about Bitcoin, so I don't know. I haven't invested anything in it. I never thought anything of it. I frankly didn't understand it, so I'm like, if I don't understand it, because there's nothing behind it, right? I used to invest in stocks, but that's because I can read the balance sheet of a company. You know, you have the annual reports and quarterly reports, and you can calculate what the business is worth. And then see if the stock price is overvalued or undervalued based on the intrinsic value of the business. But in Bitcoin, you have no intrinsic value. So it's like, how, if you want to invest in Bitcoin, how do you know what it's worth? It's all based on what other people think, right? But there's no underlying asset behind Bitcoin, from my perspective, but I don't know much about it. Will I and Luke stay streaming as Raj is moving to London stream? Yeah, basically the London streams will continue, and will also continue the New York streams pretty much at this point, because nobody else really streaming the New York streams. I am in less profit now. Don't watch one side of a picture. What? Send in the, if you want to send in the chart, basically. You can't copy paste the whole URL. I think there's a chart that comes with that comment. You need to copy and paste the x/ and then the digits. I think you probably took the GJ cells and didn't secure 10 pips, and now you're like, oh, I'm in less profits, or yeah, I'd be like that too. But you know, I secured what the market gave me, and left the runner to run. But if I didn't do that, would have gone and stopped out with 0 in my pocket. So the next month has a lot of opportunities to keep practicing to leave full positions running. Gold is predominantly the best asset to leave your full position running, because it just runs, you know. I wonder why GJ's having such a slow time over here. I mean, there's clean traffic, even all the way to the left, like 4 times clean traffic. I don't know why it's moving so sluggishly in this hourly candle. Probably waiting for NY open. Damn, Abdullah got 50 pips on gold buys. Probably bought 1764 as we sold down to 7064. GJ like the UK government? Seems like it. Oh, this guy is the guy who bought gold at 1778. He's like, check sir, I am in 50 pips plus pips in buying now. Don't watch one side of the picture. Yeah, you might be up 50 pips, but you're still how many pips in drawdown? You're still 50 pips in drawdown, so you went like minus 130 and now down up to 50. That's still in the negative, my friend. Mitch, you have to hear this. This guy's like, the same guy. It's the same guy that bought at 1778. He's like, I am now only in 50 pips drawdown. So there's 2 sides of the coins. I'm like, yeah, but it's still drawdown. Amazing.
Really that.
2 sides to every coin. I guess that's
yeah.
50 to 100s drawdown. I mean,
he made
half your drawdown. Way to think of the glasses half full, right?
He's like, yeah. He's like, I was down maybe $100, but now only down 50. Very positive, optimistic person.
So hi, Master P. It's you outside.
Yeah. Will gold retest the low again? I don't think so, because it's breaking structure. If it wanted to retest the low, I think it should have respected this 30-minute high over here, but it just shot straight up. AJ, 1775 has held as support for a while. Markets will break through to get people to sells and reverse. Okay. You mean 1765 probably. But yeah, that made sense. That made sense. This is also support to the left. So you took a buy over here and then... Oh no, 1775? Oh, like that. So it'll do a fake out from 1775 and then close back above and then go up. Okay, yeah, fake out and then back up. Makes sense. It could do. It could.
How's my mic? Is it bad?
No, it's pretty good. Loud and clear.
Okay, good. Because like last time they were saying it was bad, but like this right here is like there's a lot of it's called sell side liquidity, right? So there's a lot of liquidity here. Every time price came down, it shot up, came down, shot up, came down, shot up, came down, shot up. So there is just like it's enticing everybody at every time it comes to here
to take
to buy.
Oh,
to buy, right? To buy. So and then everybody that has sell stops below these wicks, right? They're expecting price to continue going down, right? So people that have buy limits here and people that have sell stops here, a lot of money is here. There's a lot of buyers and a lot of sellers in this area, right? So price is gonna push down to get all this money. So people's buy limits that were here, they got activated. And then they definitely hit their stop losses, right? People's sell stops, they got activated, right? And then it shot right back up, and then they got stopped out or break even or whatever. So now they have that money, right? They gathered that money from this area over here, liquidity, right? To push more up. I can see price coming back down to here, and then going up.
True, that makes sense. I guess that's why it rejected so fast from here now is it's looking to enter the range again. Yeah, that makes sense.
I had my limits somewhere over here. I got my buy limit 1768. That's where I bought. Right.
Oh, okay, I see. Did you add as it goes down?
No, I was buying. I bought when I saw this rejection over here.
Oh, okay, okay, that's nice. Oh, so you took it after it went down. You didn't hold that drawdown.
No. I got it as it was moving up.
Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, I think we saw this 4-hour closing below, so we're like perfect. We can see some sells, which we, well, I didn't take them, but a lot of people took a sell from over here and from over here. And then, but this was our ultimate target, so that's where we pretty much closed everything. And then price just shot straight up.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody's saying gold buys on the 5-minute. Check that. Oh, okay. Sort of. I guess if it breaks this booby trap candle over here, it could go up. Who knows? Oh, somebody says on gold for scalping, I would not take anything. No buys or sells. Interesting. I think there were some really, really good selling opportunities that came, you know, once the 4-hour created that top wick, you had a lot of bearish momentum coming down, and then we saw this low being broken over here. So with volume, price goes to create lower lows. So I think that was an opportunity. And then for Adula, there's also buying opportunities right over here after this rejection. So I think it's your perspective on the market. Oh, where's the music? Let's take a look at GJ. Oh, GJ did create that resistance and came down. Was 7 pips stop loss, came down 8 pips. Pretty good.
Master P, I want to ask Abdullah something on that explanation.
Yeah,
Abdullah,
absolutely.
are you still here?
Yeah, what's up?
Okay, Master P, zoom out to like the 4-hour.
Uh-huh.
Okay, do you see Abdullah over here where we went lower than where we just were? We kind of stopped at the bottom of those 4-hour candles. We wicked down right there. Abdullah, you're on mute.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, what about it?
Okay, so how does that come into play with the move that just happened?
So I wasn't looking at the 4-hour, but like I just see there's a lot of money up here as well. So like there's a lot of money up here. Every time price comes up here, we're shot down. Every time price came down here, so we're just in this range. So people that trade ranges, they're buying over here and then they're coming over here and they're selling. They're buying over here and then they're coming over here and selling. So, and then looking at the weekly, remember we were talking about how the last week candle doesn't have like a bottom wick or whatever. So
right.
Like it needed to get more money to continue going up. So over here, just look at the videos that I sent you. Like look at the lecture on sell side liquidity.
Okay.
Right? It pretty much explains it like the way that I explained it, right? So even if over here you can see how price over here, even on the 4-hour, it respected the 1775 area, 1774 area pretty well, right? So what are they gonna do? Because you have sell stops here, right? You have people sell stops under these areas, so they're gonna want to get them, right? And you have buy limits over here as well, because people are buying over here. So what are they gonna do? The buy limits, the second they hit over here, you know, their stop losses over here, they're done. They got all that buy limits money, right? And then the sell stops, they got them as well. And for people that didn't take profit, they took them out as well. So that's how they got all the money from the sellers and all the money from most of the money from the buyers, right? So they fake everybody out thinking that it's going to continue going down, but then it goes up.
So when Sasha and I, like when we start looking at the charts, we've been of course trading this range for over a week.
Yes.
And every time it gets down here, we've been buying.
Yeah.
And then this time we got down here and I said, I don't trust it.
Exactly.
This is the one day I don't trust it. This week is going to be crazy. I said, this is the one time we would take the buy and it would slam us.
Exactly,
and so
exactly.
we played it really careful. In fact, I think she took it the other way because we anticipated this move.
She took sells?
Yes, she did.
Yeah, I took sales and I secured them 70 pips, and then it was touching 1764, so that was my TP number 1. But I was expecting maybe it'll go further down, but nah, it retraced like crazy, and I was like, whoa,
yeah,
it's going up.
I had sells like this morning, like pre-London. At 1774, I had them on, but like I was like too tired. And I just closed it out for like $70 profit, but like...
You didn't sleep on it like Mitch?
What?
You didn't sleep on it like Mitch?
Nah, I didn't sleep on it this time. I should have, but like good thing I didn't, because like I wouldn't have been to sleep because I did like a crazy lot. But like I went to sleep, I was like, nah, this is too stressful, I'm going to sleep. So I woke up, I literally just woke up. And then I look at the chart and I'm like, oh no, this thing's gonna fly. Boom, just like entered it.
Yeah, it was pretty quick. It was quicker than the sells.
Exactly.
So you're expecting now how everyone buy stops are activated. So is it gonna take them out too by coming back down first?
You mean what buy stops? I was talking about.
Those who were in buys from
if you're entering buys over here, right? Most likely your stop loss is somewhere over here, so that's the buys are already out, right?
Okay.
They already took the buyers out, right?
So the
and whoever was selling over here, right?
They're gone.
If they didn't secure profits, they already took them out, right?
Got it.
So that's why like gold does these like crazy moves to get everybody to in and out type of thing.
Abdullah, if you were going to throw a fib on this from what the move that just happened down, could you do that? Because we broke structure.
Yeah, but we broke structure back to the upside as well.
So there's no fib that would be valid.
Right. If you look at it like on the 30-minute or the hourly, you can see that the 30-minute. Hold on.
Yeah, we're right back in that range that Master P had earlier.
No, even look at it on the 15. like the 15-minute broke the resistance at 1771, and now you're getting that retracement back down for that pullback. So I would probably do like a 15-minute fib, but I'm just gonna be very careful because right now we're still under 1775. I want us to come back above 1775 for us to be officially back above the range. But you can see it on the 15-minute. You have a 15-minute order block. So like you had a 15-minute fake out.
Yeah, makes sense. I think
15-minute, yeah. Gold, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, this resistance on GJ, as we spoke about earlier, is playing out quite nicely. Hit 10 pips, but I'm not in this trade. But this is where we'll correct the clean traffic to the left at this point. Yeah, I think gold is just starting to range at this point because we see that it's broke below support on the hourly, but on the 30-minute it's now back into this range. So I think we're gonna need to wait for this 4-hour to close, and that'll dictate if it can close it back above. Then that'll basically dictate this whole move as a fake out, and NYSE open can maybe shoot back up to the top end of this range.
That was my next question: is what could some volume from NYSE do to this? And then looking at I mean, I know you guys have a top wick of I think 10 pips for the day, but I have like a 4 pip top on the daily.
Yeah, it depends. I mean, if the 4-hour, it doesn't really matter what the top wick on the daily is. If the 4-hour closes back in there, then the probability is to come back up to a resistance, like ultimately this one in the coming days or coming sessions, but even to 1780 is already pretty good.
That's gold, so we could go right back down and test the bottom again.
I don't think we'll test those again.
We have a 15-minute order block on the bottom, so like we can probably come back down to somewhere over here. There, yeah, right here. Sorry. There, because this was the last push down before this up movement broke the structure. So price probably, if you do your fib, probably price will come back down to respect this area, because this was that fake out where the big money makers or whatever we want to call them, that's where they have their money, that's where their drawdowns at right here. Right? They had to enter sells to push price down and then fake out to go up, so they have selling positions over here. So they're going to want to come back down to take out their selling positions and then forward.
But they could come back down later this week too off of news, couldn't they?
Oh, NFP is going to do some crazy shit. Like,
yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, I was telling Sasha, we can't trade this week like we did last week. It's going to throw some curveballs. Although she caught some good stuff today.
This was crazy, yeah, this is crazy. But I'm so happy that I secured.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm happy that I survived my drawdown.
Seriously, I was so relieved when I saw it. I was like, oh, good. I thought you might have closed. I was like, no, I hope not.
I know. I get to that place where I'm like, oh my gosh, I should close. And I'm like, the minute I close, we're going to sling back up. And honestly,
that's what always happens.
What happened. I was like, every time the minute I take that drawdown loss, it slings right back up and I get so burned.
Let's see. Yeah, we'll see what New York Open can do over here in 40 seconds, and then we'll probably call it a stream at that, because I think everybody should have hit their daily targets for today after these gold sells and GJ sells, that we shouldn't really, at least for my plans and most people's plans, we shouldn't really be looking for any more trades as the markets are shifting. We see here on gold, it's starting to range. If we look at this 4-hour, it's done what it's needed to do. Basically, it came down to here. It first created the wick up, came down to here, and now it's kind of looking like a doji like. So you need to see how this 4-hour closes. And on GJ, there's definitely still further downside, but right now we're starting to see low volumes, so we might just do a deeper pullback. see, do I expect U.S. consumer confidence will impact the gold market significantly today if it hasn't already been priced in? No, I didn't know there was gold news coming in, or USD news, but it's probably not that. Oh, over here, that's at 30 minutes after NYSE open, so it could only if there's like a really big shift from the actual number to the forecasted number. What do I think about GJ? It probably needs to do a deeper retrace at this point, create a 30-minute resistance, something a little stronger to continue on down. Ooh, somebody for me 40 pips, so I am fine for today, but I would like to add another 30 pips in NY. Ooh, that's delicate. So if you guys took any winning trades, definitely drop a like, subscribe to the stream. Every day we're calling out these trades. Let me see one thing. Oh, there were some people asking me to explain a booby trap candle. Basically, what a booby trap candle is when price is, let's say, trending upwards like this, and we know that it's a very, very high volume time, and we start to see that there's maybe less and less volume coming in due to the size of the candles. A booby trap candle basically is a very weak candle that goes against the overall trend, and I call it a booby trap candle because this entices new traders to take a sell over here with a stop loss above the high for price to do a deeper pullback. But with high volume pairs such as gold and GJ, what they'll come to realize is that because they have so much volume, the next candle might just respect, or well, it doesn't have to respect the lows, but it might just wick down and create a bullish body breaking these highs, and that's where I would take my buys impulsively once it breaks the high to continue on upwards with the clean traffic to the left. We kind of see a booby trap candle on the hourly over here. This hourly closed bullish, closed below over here. This might have enticed some people to take buys going back up, but we see the next one kind of broke the low, and then the one after that just melted a little bit. Also, if you want to know more about booby trap candles, I posted this a while back ago, how to properly trade a reversal. So this is my Instagram for the people that want to follow me. We're almost at 2,000 followers, so let's see if we can get 2,000 after all the nice trades called out. So I'll post this in the YouTube chat as well. I'll post the link in the YouTube chat. Yeah, so GJ right now is doing the deeper pullback we expected with the NY open. So we secured our pips over there, and as we can see, price would have never hit my sort of. Did it? Let's see. Yeah, I sort of hit 18 pips after coming back to break even, so I don't think I would have left full position, go back to break even anyway, so I think it was a very good call of me to secure majority at 10 pips. Can someone kindly post the 4-hour strategy here? I missed the link. Well, you probably want to go back into the stream. This is the link, you can copy and paste it. Yeah, I think markets might just slow down right over here because we had such amazing moves in pre-New York that New York Open might just slow down a little bit. That's what we're seeing on GJ as well. And we might have follow through with NYSE volume. But we'll have to see. Can I still hold GJ? Probably. I mean, if you're holding GJ sells, I don't think you should have been out by now. If you're still holding them, probably close them and look for a re-entry. Because take a look at this, right? What we're seeing here on the 15-minute is exactly what we saw here on the gold 15-minute, right? And it did a deeper pullback, and it pulled back deeper until the 30-minute created a resistance. So we might just see this as a deeper pullback until 30-minute creates a resistance and then goes back down to retest the lows. So we see the same thing happening over and over in the markets. You just need to be disciplined enough to stick to it and understand how it works, right? Let's see if GBP USD continued on lower. Sort of. Yes, a very similar move to GJ. I think the only difference is that the clean traffic, it's basically come to a completion over here. But yeah, it makes perfect sense for gold to start rejecting this level, because if we take a look at this is something I was looking at the other week. If we take a look at the daily from, let's say, 30th of March, that's exactly the same situation we see. Is that price came down, was trending down really hardcore, created a low, and ranged for over a week. And then we see this candle closing below, this daily candle closing below the range, and then the next one just tanked, retesting these lows, and it basically just went onwards and upwards from there. So we might be seeing something very similar happening to this on the 4-hour. Hey, take care, Ali. Nice to have you on today. Was definitely learned something about how you anticipated the breakdown. Was very good. Loved it. Crazy end of the month. Absolutely, Mashiel92 was a crazy end of the month. I think today sort of made my month as well, a little bit. Without today, my month would have been mwah, but today made it sort of okay. Nothing great, nothing special, but it's okay. By the way, if you guys want to see my performance, I'll also show my performance on my Instagram over here. So this is my whole June performance. I'll update it. What's the date today? I'll update it tomorrow. At the end of the month, I'll post every single trade I've taken, but so far it has all the trades. We started with a losing trade. That was like sheesh, but it's okay. Every new endeavor starts with a minor loss. Oh, somebody's sending in their YouTube, their, what's it called, Gmail. I don't think we can have that on the Zoom. Oh, Luke. Luke is in the chat. Hello, hello. So let's put on some music. I think we're probably gonna call it a day soon after we see how NY Open reacts. But for me, my day is done. What do I think about GA? Let's see about GA. See, I think it has this clean traffic to the left to correct. So you can correct this clean traffic going up to maybe 184.300. I think that's pretty good. But you're gonna need to wait for a volume time, and I don't know when volume kicks in on GA, so I can't really say much about that. But it seems like it's breaking above the highs to create higher highs with volume, which is still 30 pips away. And today is one of those, you know, aggressive days where I think it does have enough room to keep on going, so that's pretty good. Oh, thank you, Steady Safaris, for tuning in. I'm not selling until it will break this zone of consolidation or buying. Okay, which zone are you talking about? Gold, GJ? Probably gold, so you're not selling until it breaks this zone, I guess. Oh, gold, okay. I guess you're waiting for sells below here, or only buys. Ooh, somebody's in gold buys. Let's go. Nice. You're in gold buys right at the resistance. Well, at least if you're going up to the resistance, that makes sense. Waiting for buys above the bearish candle on gold 15-minute, hopefully to fill some of the range. Not the nicest traffic though on the 15. Oh right, yeah, I guess this might be a little booby trap candle. If it breaks the high, it can go up. But at that point, you wouldn't really look at the traffic to the left because you expect volume to push it back up to the nearest resistance in this range, which is about 1780. And ultimately, if this is a fake out, let's see the daily. If this is a fake out, you within the next few sessions, by maybe tomorrow after tomorrow, you might see price back up to 1790. Waiting for buys. Oh, that's the same comment. Yeah, gold probably waiting on something, who knows.
Did you guys stream today, Michelle?
Yeah, I think she was live in the lounge.
We were live earlier, but I think we're going to be live right after this also.
Yeah, it might end a little bit earlier, so I'm a little tired. Called out all the opportunities already, so don't want anybody to overtrade in here. So probably gonna call it soon. Let's see what this 15-minute does on gold over here. It's basically closing in 2 minutes, and it looks like it's about to break the high. So interesting situation. Let's observe it happen. How can we manage our stops when there's huge wicks if it makes the RR stretched too thin? That's a really good question. Gold broke the high. So for example, let's take a look at this sell I took on GJ, which was basically right over here. That was the...
There we go, look at gold.
Yeah, I saw it broke the high.
Hells yeah.
Yes, very nice. So, well, basically how you manage stop C, but I was gonna manually start closing full positions if this hourly started to, you know, create a top wick, which was about -5 pips, you know, and then you can go down to the lower time frames and start to see any form of stop loss placement. But you really need a lot of experience to do something like that. And I knew that once this 4 hour could flip bearish, it should essentially just have no form of drawdown. And I can show you my drawdown on this trade was practically only the spread, which was about 1 point something pips. Yeah, it was 0.8 pips drawdown on this GJ sell. So the risk to reward and that kind of things, it really just doesn't matter. Like risk to reward is a very arsenal way of looking at the markets, because this GJ sell had only 0.8 pip drawdown, but it went to 10 pips, right? So what's the risk to reward on that? Like 100? I don't think so, right? It's all about the confidence and your confidence in the trade to how well you can manage risk and know how it moves, right?
Yeah, 15-minute candles on gold broke the high.
Yeah, I saw
Closed
that.
above with a top wick.
Yeah, it should be pretty good to go up, right?
Yeah, back inside the range.
Then this is starting to become a fake out.
Yep, that's literally what I said.
Yeah, really cool. So let's take a look.
Some Chinese food.
Yeah, pretty good. Let's take a look at some of these charts, and then I'm gonna call it a day because I'm getting quite tired over here. Took impulse buy at 1770-200 when price move higher than previous candle's high. Price came down and hit stop loss. Yeah, basically you're fighting the trend over here, so you need to wait for some better confirmations to take buys. I would say maybe like right up here rather than over here, because you can see, look at the momentum in the selling, right? I think you only took these buys because you missed the sells and you wanted to make some quick money. So you need to evaluate why did you take these buys, right? Let's take a look at the next chart. Buys above here, sells below support, GJ. Yeah, that makes sense. I think what you can do in the interim is have sells once resistance is created. So price created this low, it's going up. If it creates a resistance, it might just retest this low. So this can be a profitable move to catch. So that's a profitable move. And then I would probably adjust this zone to go above here at like 550. That'd be a pretty good buying area. So that's the feedback I can give to that chart. Oh no, the pip counter went away. We're gonna have to put back the pip counter. How do I do that? Oh, there we go. There was clean range below for GJ. Why did it lose the stream? Probably you mean Steam. I don't know. That's just, I guess it is what it is, right? We had it just lost its momentum. I think it moved down a lot from our entry, and basically what happened once this resistance was formed, that was like a third leg down, and once this support was respected, I guess it just didn't have the volume to break this support, and now that it's NY open, we're seeing a deeper pullback to potentially create a resistance and go on down, because candles started moving, started printing smaller and smaller bodies. I mean, could you please explain what booby trap means? Oh, what booby trap means is basically because the candle entices new traders to take, let's say the price is moving up and you get a booby trap candle, then it entices new traders to take a sell. So they get like booby trapped into taking a sell in an uptrend, right? So that's why I call it a booby trap, because it's like one of those little traps. You step in it and then your foot gets caught or something, right?
Man, whoever's in gold buys is eating right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Eating. Yeah, this is what I wanted. I wanted it to be above 1775, because 1775 was that pivot point that we've been at this full week, even last week as well. Every time we had 1775, 1774, we went back up. So I was expecting some type of break through that area and the close below there to get some money, and we're just gonna go.
Yeah, makes sense. Pretty good.
So now, just like exactly the same thing that happened here is gonna happen on the top side at 1779.
Yeah, exactly. That's literally what we've been playing the whole time. Is just the break of these break of structures at the major resistance or support. But at this point, I'm gonna call it a stream over here. Markets are dying down. We see that, yeah, basically the moves that happened, and I think the next set of moves are gonna start forming with NYSE. This candle over here is setting up for some very nice buys coming into NYSE. So if you guys would like to keep in touch with Master P, here's my Instagram. I'll if you have any questions or DMs, just shoot me a DM. Post that in the chat as well, and we'll call it a stream over here. So don't forget to like and subscribe. We do this every day, calling out winning trades, especially when there's really good market conditions. We do our best to call out the good
we're
trades.
about to continue the stream on the other channel, guys.
Yeah, tune in to the what's it called, Live Trading Lounge.
Yep.
Live Trading. So it's called Live Trading Lounge. They're gonna start basically the after party of the stream. So come tune in to their sessions over there. So let's call it a stream.